Think of the kind of headline you're about to create from now on as similar to a complete course of mouth-watering meal. Let me explain further by starting with the keyword complete. What I mean is you will have option and control whether you want to serve your readers a complete headline, one that's composed of number 1, a headline main course, number 2, a headline side dish, and number 3, a headline appetizer and dessert. The whole shebang and enchilada of trigger words that describe your offer and sales message to a whole new level. Or you could just choose to serve some portions of the headline. Why? Because your headline creation needs may differ. For example, at the time of this writing, Facebook only allows 25 characters for the headline and 90 characters for the body text of your FB ad. You cannot fit every ingredient of a complete headline when you are restricted by space. So, what do? Depending on the situation, you may want to serve the main course or the main point of your headline only, because that's all the space you can fit. Or probably you want to tease your audience with your headline appetizer first with some side dish. So he, your prospective client, clicks on that teeny little ad which leads to a landing page where you have unlimited space to unload your whole bombshell message of headline. And consequently, your whole letter, of course. For your easy understanding, we'll continue to use the complete meal course analogy almost throughout this module. Also, I'll be referring to the headline ingredients as parts or steps interchangeably. Before we proceed, let me first be blunt, because some people have asked me before, is this a one-size-fits-all headline creation method? Well, I wish it was, because for me, it works that way so far. But let's just say that it ain't, and put it this way. Like anything that's worth your attention, as your headline, there will be times where you'll have to do some tweaking to meet your style and needs. I don't know if it's because eventually, after creating ads for some time, you get a gut feeling on what might work, so you adjust and tweak accordingly. It's part of the whole method anyway, so don't worry. By the time you have to tweak, you've already covered almost every base, so the enhancements you do with your headlines will happen in a breeze. Now, one more thing. I'm aware that there are many kinds of headlines out there. There are those witty and creative headlines that inject curiosity immediately. The others are formatted like news, stinging messages quickly like a bee. We also have question-style headlines that invite immediate engagement, not to mention the how-to headlines, the guarantee headlines, reason why headlines, testimonial headlines, and of course, many other headline styles. The thing is, the problem with having too many options is that it's simply a drag and can even be a blockage to accomplishing your goals. Familiar with the term analysis paralysis? I mean, thinking of a headline alone takes energy. Why spend that valuable energy playing pin the tail on the donkey, figuring out which style or kind of headline to use? So, for headline Swiss knife method, we are going to solve this dilemma. We are simply going to start with one kind of headline, the benefit headline. This single type of headline will be your seed that will grow different branches or styles of other headlines systematically and easily. You'll understand as we go along why we'll only be starting with a benefit type of headline. I find it's more fun uncovering the unique system headline Swiss knife method has for you this way. All in all, this complete meal of a headline will be composed of 8 principle-laden ingredients. Again, a headline that's complete in every marketing angle as possible in describing your overall offer. So, let me describe this completeness further by borrowing an idea most commonly used in the offline world. Have you heard of the marketing term 30-second elevator pitch? I'm betting that most likely you have. Marketing techniques, whatever you want to call it, as powerful as the 30-second elevator pitch, won't die for the coming generations. Anyway, an elevator pitch is a short summary that you would use to quickly define a person, profession, product, service, organization, or event, and its value proposition. Elevator pitch reflects the idea that it should be possible to deliver the summary in the time span of an elevator ride, or approximately 30 seconds to 2 minutes. The term itself comes from a scenario of an accidental meeting with someone important in the elevator. If the conversation inside the elevator in those few seconds is interesting and value-adding, the conversation will continue after the elevator ride or end in exchange of business card or a scheduled meeting. I'm almost certain that you've probably heard gurus talk about variety of people, including project managers, salespeople, evangelists, and policymakers, commonly rehearsing and using elevator pitches to get their point across quickly. They need high impact message delivered in a small span of time so that they become irresistible in the eyes of their prospect, giving them an opportunity to enjoy more of their listeners' time and attention. Can you imagine yourself being able to say so many important things without having to waste your or your prospect's time, then being invited to talk more about what you have to say? Elevator pitches kind of work that way. But in case of a sales letter, whether written, video, or audio format, your conversation would pick up immediately after your acting elevator pitch, which is your headline. You can actually look at your headline as doing the same job as an elevator pitch. If in that few seconds you catch your reader's attention and he sees something interesting and valuable to what you're dangling in front of him, your conversation will continue.